What is up, guys, and welcome back to my world. It's good to have you back. So before we begin the video, I'd just like to talk about my nationality and race. For those of you who have seen my last video, right over here, I'm a mix of different kinds of Ethiopian, and I'd like to correct one thing in that. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I have some Wallo tribe blood in me. That was a mistake. That's not really a thing, but all I know is that my blood does come from that region. Majority of it comes from the Hariri region. With that out of the way, let's just get into the video. Alright, so let's start it off here with little fetus me. That's me, that's little me. That's where it all started, and from there I grew up to be this thing. So the beginning of my journey actually started off when I noticed the top of my hair started to thin a little bit. As you can see here in these photos, I started to thin on the top a bit. I freaked out a little bit and I thought to myself, I'm gonna grow my hair out in case I do go bald someday, because I want to experience what that feels like at least once. Don't at me, this is another good picture that I found of it. You can see that I clearly have a couple of bald spots starting to show on the top, on the sides. It freaked me out, but I then discovered it's something with my body. Still trying to figure it out. Right now I was able to stop it for a bit, but forget about that. That was just the beginning. That was my reasoning, and this is the do that I used to have all the time. I loved my fades. My fades looked good. They suited me. They were cheap. I usually get them for free because I know some family who cuts some hair, so they used to cut my hair for me all the time. And on top of that, the clothes that I wore wasn't really the best. I just woke up in the morning, I wore whatever, walked out the door. It didn't really matter to me. I was happy with how I was. I wasn't looking to impress anybody, so. But every single time I get that fade, that buzz. I never really shaved my head before. That's something on my bucket list, but I don't think I'm gonna do it anytime soon. See, even with that, I thought I was stunting because I liked how I looked. I was never really self-conscious of my hair or how I dressed. That was just me, that's how I was. But then when I decided to start growing my hair out, and when I decided to start taking care of myself, I started dressing better, that's when things just started to skyrocket. I'm talking confidence, the way I walked, the way I talked, everything about it. It's crazy how much of a difference a little bit of self-care actually does to you, and what kind of person it actually makes you at the end of the day. So as you can see here in some of these photos, I started growing my hair out in a really awkward phase. My top was a lot longer than the rest of my hair, so for a really long time the top of my head was growing really nicely, whereas the sides of my hair or the sides of my head would just not grow. They would just not grow. This stressed me out for a good year because I was doing everything in my power to just get curly hair. I knew I had it, I wanted to get it, so I kept doing it and I kept striving for it. And I'm the type of person that if I want something, I go for it and I don't give up until I get it. So I let it grow out. Even though it was awkward, even though it looked a little interesting, I didn't let it bother me at the end of the day because I knew what I wanted to achieve and I knew what my ideal image was, and I wanted to get that image. So I kept working at it and I was finally able to get that ponytail, bun in this case. I was finally able to tie my hair in a bun. Man, was I happy. I wore it in a bun like every single day. As you can see here, I wore it in a hat. I wore it just regularly whenever I'd go out with friends. It was something that I was proud that I actually achieved. But then I realized my hair was damaged and I cut it all off. Well, not all of it, but lots and lots of inches. And I've mentioned this in my past videos. I cut a lot of my hair off just to fix all of that damaged hair because I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't sleeping properly. I wasn't taking care of it at night, which are the same things. I wasn't styling it properly. I wasn't conditioning it, deep conditioning it properly. All of this fun stuff. And so I started doing that, and that's when things started to look up, started to pop a little bit. My hair started to pop and I was happy, even though my styling still wasn't quite on point. As you can see here in some of these photos, my hair was still a bit frizzy, but that's okay because it was healthy and I was happy with that. But once I got that styling down, once I figured out what to do with it and how to deal with it, and I acquired the patience, oh, the patience, that's when she started looking good. Pop, 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 everywhere. I'd walk out the door, pop, everywhere. I'd walk into a restaurant, pop. What's good? Walk into my friend's house, pop. What's good? Walk into my school, pop. What's good? I just started feeling so good about it that I always wanted to be outside just to show it off. And so that's what I did. All that patience, all that work, all that care, it feels like it was worth it in the end. And at the end of the day, it's just like pursuing a career that you want. You work hard to pursue it, and you work hard to achieve it. And at the end of the day, once you achieve it, that's when you feel like you didn't even do anything at all. It just naturally happened. And now you're cozy. Now you're happy. And I was happy with it, guys. You have no idea. Give it a shot. Do what you want to do. If this is something you want to do, I say go for it. If there's something in life that you want to do, I say go for it. If there's anything at all that you want to achieve, just go for it. You'd be surprised at what you will be able to achieve with that. I was able to finish school, land a really great job, get that look that I wanted, start dressing the way I wanted, start interacting with people the way I wanted. When you start working on yourself and start improving yourself, you'd be surprised at what you can achieve. So give it a shot, y'all. Let this be a little preach for you guys to just go for your dreams and go for your goals. If you ever get famous for whatever reason, don't forget me. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see any more videos, be sure to hit the sub button for sure. Be sure to hit that bell so you don't miss any more future videos. Love all of y'all, and I'll see you guys in my next one. That's a wrap. Hey, psh.
I know that you like it like that. I wear designer, check the name on the tag. White fox fur on my jacket. Excuse me, that's a